It is time. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to our second stream covering the final 1v1 Cup. I'm Join Sadeki, your herald of greatness. I'm bringing you the best talent in our little mushroom world to compete for your viewing pleasure. And today, I'm joined by the one and only queen herself, Miss Lita. Hey, Lita.
Thank you. I prefer not to be called the queen, but support queen, like that's where the original.
Fair.
But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's so fun to catch up with you again to do another cup because we've been doing this 1 year ago, or is it something like that?
Yeah, exactly. It was like a year ago that we did the 2v2 together, I believe.
No, I've never done 2v2.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Sure it must be a 1v1.
It was 1v1
because I've
then.
always
Yep.
wanted to do 2v2.
Dang it. We'll get you on a 2v2.
But I'm so stoked to be part of this party right now. Like, I love cups and I love playing it and I love watching it. I'm like this maniac like my dad when he's watching football on the screen. I do the same when I'm watching Mushroom Wars. I'm like, get the sports, get it, like get in there. Like, it's so stupid, but
I know the feeling.
I don't understand my dad.
Yeah,
why he's yelling at the screen.
There's that family, like that heritage. That's what you've inherited from him, but you've just taken it to the gaming world.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah.
That's perfect. So I saw you in chat yesterday. You watched the games. Tell me from an outside perspective, right? Me and Cobra were here the whole day watching it from our side. But what was your opinion? How did you feel about it?
I just loved all the elements, both you and Cobra. You were great together. It was fun watching you. And of course, Cobra's accent is so, hypnotizing to listen to. Like, wow, perfect to listen to.
Totally.
And the chat is always engaging, a lot of support, like everybody's rooting, nobody's roasting. There's some roasting, but it's in a friendly way. So I always love the community and how friendly it is.
Me too.
And also I liked the game. So it was a bit of a surprises there from I didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah, here we are, day 2. And so I'm so happy that that you saw all of yesterday, so you can kind of lead that into what we're seeing today, and we can get your expert opinion as we're going through, and you can kind of co-opt the stuff that you're like, you know what, I watched blah 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 do this yesterday, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your takes on all of that. So, but everybody else, in case you missed the action yesterday and you're not sure what today's all about, let's give you a brief recap of everything. So. This year with our cups, we did a smaller number of official tournaments to qualify the best 1v1 players in the world. So we did 4 cups in all, and they were held throughout the year. The top 2 players from each of those cups, 8 in total, qualified for this weekend's final matches. Yesterday, we held the largest portion of those matches, the round robin style event, where we had 28 total games that were played. And then the top 4 scoring players yesterday moved on to today, the final games for today. Yeah, but we got to spend a little bit more time right now talking about yesterday's matches. So Lita, what can you tell me about yesterday?
So we saw Eclipse, Vostok, as we know him in the community, Fosse, also known as Faisal, The Real Heiress, Hidden 2, Q Desnick, Moonshadow, and Dak 13. I know all these players. I played with them in customs, all of them. I wasn't surprised by Hidden as a lot of other people were like, oh, he's such a new player, but he has a very high reputation inside the community in terms of like he's known to be the best hidden is kind of what people behind the scenes are calling him.
Nice.
Like there's a little clan of hiddens, like Hidden 1, Hidden 2, and Hidden 4 and 7 and whatnot, but it's come to known that Hidden 2, when we do customs, that he's just a really very, very strong player.
Gotcha.
So that didn't come as a surprise to me that he was at the top. But there was also another player that was equally practicing, and that was Q Desnick. And he just a point away from like
so close.
Getting there. So close, but absolutely, there were so many good plays and so many fun matches, and I don't think the viewers realize how skilled these players are, because you see like, oh, that's a quick loss and that was a stupid attack, or so it's so easy to sit on the couch and point that out, but when you're in the moment, you have the stress and the nervousness, But
No,
these
you're right.
players, they know what they're doing. But
Oh,
sometimes there's
absolutely.
a misclick. Everybody knows, like your thumb slips or a little knuckle drag or like this stuff like that.
Yeah, no, and that could be the deal breaker if you're like going against
Yeah.
somebody who didn't have that 1 second mistake or something like that, and then the tide swings so quickly. But you're totally right. I am one of those people that was did not know Hidden 2 when we came into yesterday. I had not seen him really play at all. I hadn't watched any of his replays. I was kind of leaning on Cobra, who was like, oh yeah, get ready, and then he was on fire, like he just was killing it, and me and Cobra were sitting here just like kind of going out our mind with his display of brilliance. But then all the
But he was
games,
beaten by one player, and
yeah,
that was Eclipse. He was
and
the only one yesterday that was able to
yeah,
beat him.
you took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say, I wonder if that's foreshadowing. I wonder if Eclipse versus him yesterday and Eclipse beating him. I don't know. There's a lot to say there. In fact, we were looking at the questionnaires that we sent out to all the players, and Eclipse's person he was most afraid of playing yesterday was Q. And then Q had, like just some missteps yesterday and didn't have his best performance. But then Hidden's one that he was most afraid of playing was obviously Eclipse. So it's just funny to see some of those co-ops going back and forth. But anyways, the last thing that I remember yesterday that was so interesting was it came down to these the games where Moonshadow and Vostok were playing against each other, and had they won, it would have been this 3-way tie for 4th place, or if they tied, it would have. And instead, Vostok went forward or Moonshadow went forward and beat him, and then he just secured a spot for 3rd. So that was pretty interesting as well. But let me give it back to you, and if you could walk everybody today through the bracket from yesterday and where everybody's final scores were at.
Yes, we can. So at the very top here, we can start with Eclipse. He came second for today, and he had 11 points at the end of round robin. Second is the real Fosse, and he had 7 points. Q Desnick with 6 points. Moonshadow 8 points. Batak got 6 points. Hidden 2 got 12 points and was the one that got the most points of all the players yesterday. Then we have the real Ares with 4 points and Dak 13 with 2 points.
Yeah, it's awesome. So then the 4 people moving on to today, just to totally re-emphasize it with everybody, we got Hidden 2, we have Eclipse, we have Fosse, and we have Moonshadow. But speaking of those players, let's bring up each of their bios here, and we can go through each of them, give them a little bit of a spotlight. And so let's start with Fosse. He was 4th yesterday, and bring him up real quick. Actually, I need to pull up these on my side.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that too.
Oh, okay. I can share these with you too. We have a folder of all of their
There's too many chats, I think.
Yeah, there's so many.
Where is it?
Let me see. Actually, if you have the stream pulled up, it should pop up right there.
It should be pop up there.
Go ahead and do Fosse, and then I'll do the next one while I pull up him.
Faisal. Yes, he was introduced to the game in PlayStation 3, the free demos in 2009. So he's one of the oldest players we have here. Favorite aspect of the game is 2v2 in campaign. Playing Mushroom Wars 2 has he been doing since 2016. And the occupation is survival mode.
So that's interesting for Fosse right there. I think we'll go up to Moonshadow next here. So let me grab this graphic of his. Oh yeah, so here we go. So Moon, he I love Moon's, I've said this before, but I love his mystique. He hasn't given us his name, we're not sure, but Moon's he's been introduced to the game through a Chinese stream before. His favorite aspect of the game, he said, is everything. So he loves even the exploits, even the glitches, even whenever things don't go right, he loves it. Moonshadow is a big fan of those things, I guess. He's been playing since 2018, and his occupation is he's also a student at a university. I think we're going to go to, in second place would be Eclipse. Let's pull that one up and get it over so you can see it.
Yes. So Eclipse, let me see if I can get the screen up here. Loading. Aiden. I feel like I'm just already messing up.
I think Aiden.
He was introduced to the game by his brother. And the favorite aspect of his game, I need to squint my eyes and read this text. Morale is responsible for most of the complexity within the game. Without it, it would be simply a matter of being faster than your opponent and using abilities correctly. A few successful defenses can turn the tide, and a massive but obvious attack can cost you the game. It's one of the things that makes Mushroom Wars 2 unique. He is very much about being clever and making strategies and having fun with that, which I think most of the top players are enjoying about this game. And then being quick with your fingers.
Yep.
He's been playing since the original game came out on iOS, and his occupation is learning. I think he's a student.
Yeah, I think so too.
The US. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And then our last player today, the person that came in first overall yesterday was Hidden 2. Talked about him a little bit so far, but let's show Hidden here. So his name is Abdulrahman. He's introduced to the game from an App Store suggestion, which is funny. He just, he didn't hear about it word of mouth. He just downloaded it randomly. I always love that. His favorite aspect is planning. So kind of like you were just talking about, somebody that wants to be a little more clever with some attacks rather than just blunt force or anything like that. Playing since last year, which I love. Newer player, and his occupation is a salesman. We have some other details too. I'll share this doc with you. We only put about 5 or so of each of the facts about each of these players. So throughout the day, if we have some time, we'll jump back to them and talk a little bit more about each. But otherwise, let's see here. We had
you say hello to the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Gaia saying hi to us, and I didn't want to ignore it for too long. So thanks for bringing it up.
Hi Gaia. Hello. We have Chinny, Fungus, Ben Franklin, Samiad, El Petroni, Jeanette, Alpaca Child. Hello. He's stoked about Eclipse and Hidden 2 being like the 2 alpha guys or alpha dogs.
Totally.
For today.
If you guys didn't see it, I'm sure you did, but in chat there's our first poll for the day, and we're gonna do some speculating before we get into the matches. But feel free if you want to cast a vote on who you think is gonna win today. Each of the 4 people we just walked through are on there. It looks like right now Eclipse has the majority vote. 64% think Eclipse is gonna take it. Hidden has 23%, Moonshadow at 12%, and the real Fosse has 4%. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about how today's the rules for today and everything. So kind of lay out all of this for you guys. It's a little different from yesterday. If you watched yesterday, you know it was round robin and there was 1 match per person. But let's talk about first the semifinalists today and how this is going to work. So at the start of the day, we're going to do the 4 semifinalists are going to play each other again in a round robin bracket, but it's going to be each pairing is going to be best of 2. We'll talk about that in a second here, but it'll be a random map. So every map is going to be played twice. There's no coin flip like we did yesterday. Basically, they're going to play from one position on the map, and then players are going to swap side. We're going to play again. It's mirrored heroes. So the first person to choose the map, the first person in the top place for the map, top position for the map, will choose the hero. The second player will mirror that hero. And when we swap positions, the second player will then choose hero. And there's going to be a 3 sets of games for each player, 6 matches in total for each of the players. So points are going to be awarded after we play both of the games, and then we decide, and then we determine who won 1 or 2 of the games, or if there was a tie across it, and then we'll award points at that point. And like yesterday, there would be 2 points for a victory or 1 point for tie for both players. And at the end of the matches, we have a tie between any of the first 3 spots. Then the players will play an additional game to determine who advances into playing the final rounds.
Right. And so once the players are officially tiered. Sorry.
No,
first through 4th, our 3rd and 4th players will play another set of games determining 3rd place. So best of 5 games The winner must win by 2-game lead. In other words, if 5 battles has been played but the score is 3-2, the players will continue playing maps until someone is ahead by 2 games. Ties do not count as a win for anyone. If the matchup continues for too long, past 5 games, a referee may declare a winner and make a final ruling. The maps are random, so every map will be played twice, with the players changing sides. There will also be mirror heroes today, as we saw yesterday. Players in position 1 will choose the hero for the first game, and then player B will choose the heroes next game. I noticed this, that they are trying to sabotage each other, picking heroes that are not good.
Yeah, heroes that they
like
don't
Pahom,
want
we
to.
never see Pahom on cups. But yesterday was like the favorite hero.
I loved it. We saw like 1 Dora and 3 Pahoms. I was in my element, but it was all random yesterday. I think they were doing coin flips behind. Yeah, there was no selections by the players. It was just like they got what a random generator popped out for them. So, anyways, then our top 2 players, just to go into this, after we go through the 3rd place matches, the top 2 players are going to play their own set of games to determine 1st and 2nd place. The rules are actually almost identical to what Lita just said for 3rd place, but there's one big difference. So let me go through them. It's again going to be best of 5 games, and the winner will be awarded once they have a 2-game lead. And then ties aren't going to count for a game. Ties aren't going to count for a point, rather. So if it's 3 versus 2 or 3 points to 2, we played 5 total games, we would play another game. If it ties, it remains 3-2 until one of the players wins, and then it will go to either 4-2, and the 4 would win. I know there's a lot of jargon, but hopefully you're following me. And either way, they have to win by 2 points. Otherwise, we keep playing. The big difference between the 3rd place matches is that we're doing random unbalanced maps for the 1st and 2nd places. These are the maps that are traditionally banned from tournament mode, but we're going to play them as the 1st and 2nd place. So every map's going to be played twice, and the players are going to change sides just like before. It's going to be mirrored heroes. Whoever's in 1st position will choose, same thing as before. But yeah, that big difference is finally going to see some of these top players are going to put not only the skills, but possibly some of the map exploits into their advantage, which I'm actually really excited to see.
It will be really interesting to see how they handle all of this. All the maps that they are having is not really practiced as much, but they are presented to them right now. But moving on, we should review how tournament mode works and just see how the difference is by regular play and tournament. So it's an optional mode when you invite people for a custom match. It's designed to keep things fair between the players, so there's no pay to win element in here. It automatically sets every player to their hero skill at level 5 and the passive skill to level 3. They disable all the artifacts. It removes some unbalanced maps entirely. There's some certain maps that are uneven distributed over the map. There's also a duration of 6 minutes. So when the 6-minute mark is up, the winner will only be awarded when they control twice as many buildings as their opponent.
Perfect. And then last, a reminder of the huge prizes today. Prizes. Yeah. Oh man. And it's the thing. I think it's the biggest that we were talking to Tormaz. It's the biggest things that anything has, or that the Mushroom Wars team has ever given away for any kind of tournament, which is huge.
It's crazy. Like I got a hoodie. That was like the biggest
lucky
thing.
You. Lucky
like
you.
2 years ago. So 3rd place winner gets a set of new AirPods and an in-game bronze trophy. Sorry.
No
Our
worries.
2nd place winner gets a smart speaker and an in-game silver trophy. And our 1st place winner gets an iPad Pro and a real trophy and an in-game gold trophy.
Yo, incredible. It's like, it's not gift cards to a pizza parlor. It's not some like chintzy gift card to an iTunes store or anything like that. It's a real amazing electronics here. And then they can put them to use for the game itself, which I think is so cool. Like some of these guys probably have old devices that they've been playing on, and maybe an iPad Pro will go a long way to like upping their game. And maybe a lot of these guys are students too. They can use it in a lot of different ways. So anyways, I'm sure all of them are really interested, and this is going to up the stakes for them, and they're going to be playing their hardest to kind of get such a cool prize under their belt. But hopefully the pressure doesn't crack them. Oh, and then also remember, everybody, that we're doing mushroom lotteries today. So keep an eye out for that. You guys can win gems through in-game. We're going to be doing 4 of them throughout the stream. We're also doing, of course, some polls like we talked about before. There's one going on right now. And with that, though, Lita, I think I've gotten an invite here. I'm not sure. Are you booting up the game now?
My game falls asleep like 3 times while we've been talking.
Yeah, great. Well, let's talk.
It's like yawn rules.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, this is the dumb stuff, right? All right, but let's talk through then, at least right now, who's coming up first, so everybody is totally aware. And I think those first games are starting soon. So coming up as our first pairing today is Hidden 2 versus Fosse. And remember, this is best of 2 matches. And yeah, I see my invites now. I think we're ready to jump in. So let's do it. First match of the day, guys.
Let's go. AKA cancer map. Let's go. Oh. You can see there's a cancer map that is picked as the starting map. But luckily it's King of the Hill, so there will be a timer that actually ends it. I don't know. I think the record of all time on how long you can play one single game is on this map.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
I think actually Eclipse maybe. Or Boo or someone like that to have like, I don't know, 50 minutes or something like that. Just pulling numbers out of the air. But
all right, so they're doing Trini, which is perfect. We might see bees here. We're skipping around. We're doing jumps. And kicking it off. So both players are going backwards, going into collect some more of those, collect the villages behind them so they can keep getting their supply up.
Fosse is always eager on getting the King of the Hill first, so the timer is on his favor.
That makes sense.
He's a defensive player, so he likes to have the opponent forcing to attack him, and because defense is his strongest point.
That's a great point.
I don't think Hidden will have a problem because he's an aggressive player, so it will be really interesting to see.
There's the first bees.
There's bees.
Fosse now with 2 towers, 2 of the King of the Hill towers, making a strong stance in the middle of the map too.
Yes.
Hidden, taking some bees over the way back.
Oh, the forge in the back here. Will he make it though?
Looks like it. Now he's going to be able to hold it for very long. Probably not. Can he capitalize on this, though?
That's the thing, right? So he needs 2 forges here to do his attack in the middle here.
And
a little bit of a delay here.
Fosse froze his his forge there, thinking his attack was coming into his King of the Hill, but it wasn't. But it doesn't seem to have mattered. All of his units are moving into the middle now. There comes Fosse with another bees, going for the other King of the Hill that he knows what he wants. It's frozen. Still going to be able to take it, no problem. So now we can see Fosse is just draining this King of the Hill timer. He's down to 150. Hidden's frozen at 230 on this countdown.
He also has the morale.
Yeah, he has the morale. You can kind of see that maybe Hidden's not really comfortable with this map. There he goes. He's going to go for that back supply village right there. He's going to be able to take it. Nah, and Hidden knows.
No.
He's out.
Yes.
So that's that. First map goes to goes to Fosse. Fosse really being smart, choosing Trini here, having a strategy laid out from the beginning, using the bees really effectively, going for those King of the Hill towers up front. No doubt about it.
Super. I want to see Hidden strat on this map because I would imagine that he will pick a completely different hero since he wasn't sure what to do with Trini. He had all 4 abilities up not using any of them at the beginning of the game, while Fosse was already beezing and freezing forges and all of this, and Hidden was just seemed a bit intimidated, maybe paralyzed. He was just didn't know what to do with it.
Right. Yeah, he was definitely a little bit out of sorts there. What do you think? I mean, who do you predict he'll choose right now?
So with Hidden, yeah, that's a good. I'm thinking more of aggressive hero.
Looking like Rudo?
Like an Einer, maybe Rudo.
We'll wait and see. Maybe that could just be the default choice right there.
Yes, this is the default choices. He hasn't pushed ready yet, so Zeke is a very good option on this map. Or Kree.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Maybe Trini was.
But
Maybe
the
Trini was Hidden's decision.
Okay, yeah, because Kree is Fosse's.
Kree is definitely Fosse's, right? And Fosse made
Yeah,
the
that's
selection
usually,
first right there. That could be very, very well be it. Hey, I'm looking at chat right here. I see Vu and Barris have been in chat, which is awesome.
Nice. Hey Vu, hey Barris. I asked Barris to come.
I just got kicked from that map. Let's see. Did you too, Lita?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess
I asked Barris to come and join us today.
Thank you.
He said he would, and thank you, Barris, for coming.
I see Mango too. That's awesome. We've seen so many faces recognized.
Yeah. You did some cups too.
There's the invite for the there's the invite coming through for me. Make sure that everybody else got one. I'll send one out real quick. Yeah, Lito, you're already in here, I see. Cool.
Draken is here. Hey Draken, welcome. Yateen, Sarah, Pianist Ali, Mango.
Yeah.
They're all here today. That's awesome.
Yeah, Fosse just claimed, or just he clarified a little bit up in chat that Hidden picked Trini. There we go.
Yeah. I'm guessing Kree. I'm predicting a Kree pick here.
It's got to be. There it is.
Maybe Hidden didn't get his abilities to work. Like he couldn't swipe his abilities at the key moments.
Totally.
All right. Swap sides.
I've seen Fosse play this map before with Kree. Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying that Hidden is doing the same again. With focusing on moving forward instead of backwards to the King of the Hill. And,
interesting, he's going for that front King of the Hill, though.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't feel like Hidden has a great strategy for this level.
No, it seems like he's focusing on the middle this time.
Yep. Fosse dropping a forge real early there after he's taken 5 different buildings.
I think it cost Hidden too much to get that tower in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like that as a single opener is an interesting choice. Probably see a forge there soon.
Definitely. Okay, there's Hidden dropping a number 4. Gonna send some troops where he needs to. Oh, and Fosse's invisible them as he goes through. See where they're heading. They're going around the King of the Hill. Are they going to be turning back visible before they?
Yeah, I think so. So he won't be running that far, I would imagine. You can see already that he's visible now. So that's the tricky part about this map. You need to use the invis quite late.
Yeah, definitely.
To be able to trick him.
Perfect job with Hidden there defending.
To reinforce. The attack is failed.
Yeah, the bottom left there, he's ready to warp them through. Where's he going to put him now? He just puts him right next because he doesn't have a spot to send him.
No, brilliant defense by Hidden.
All right, there we go. Converting to a tower. Meanwhile, he's sent us Sense of supply right there into Fosse's territory. Going for that King of the Hill Tower. Man, able to take it.
With this reverse, which is really good.
Great reverse, yep. There's a number 1 from Hidden to drop more troops into that tower up front. Fosse drops another forge in his back line. Here comes Hidden with all of these troops coming up front.
Yes.
There's the reverse.
Fosse can't use his 4th either on the King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Because he has his 4th up.
There's an invisible from Hidden. All these units going in towards the back. Probably going to that forge. Let's see if Fosse was able to see it. Definitely did. He's sending troops between his 2 forges there just for protection. But Hidden's got
he's not doing a proper attack. He's just keeping Fosse on his feet because the timer is in his favor now. So he's just interrupting Fosse from doing any attacks.
Yep. There's another invisible from Hidden. Hidden's got the morale bonus here. Oh, and there's a reverse.
Oh, what's your forge, Hidden?
There we go. Fosse dropping all those units. Not too many. 25 in total up in the back forge in Hidden's territory.
The Hidden doesn't know how many troops are in there.
Yeah, exactly. There's the reinforced hit. All of those units coming back through, dumped out of the forge into that other area. And there's the second support dropped from Fosse, 43 now in that top village. And he's just going to try to take out Hidden's back line before the timer goes down. 13 on Hidden's timer, though. He just has to wait this out. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Wow.
1-1.
1-1. So what that means is both these guys, that's incredible. Sorry. I love that each of them won the one that the other person picked their hero for.
Right?
That's so great. Oh, man.
By their own strats.
Yeah, they're like, I got the perfect strategy, and then somebody else takes them out. So since both of these guys won one of the matches, that means they're both going to progress with 1 point. If, say, for instance, Fosse hadn't won this round, if Hidden hadn't won this round and he won last time, he would have progressed from this point forward with 2 points. But that's it. So those two matches are done. We're going to move on to our second pairing for the semifinals, and it is Eclipse versus Moonshadow. So now I believe Eclipse will be in the first position. So that means, no, sorry, it looks like as they're queuing up right now, Moonshadow's in the first position. So they'll be alerted at what the map is right now, and then Moonshadow will have first selection on hero for this map.
It's such a fun map to watch.
Yeah.
You know, like it lasts a little bit longer, like you can get entertained, there's different things happening.
Yeah.
The tides change a little bit there in the middle of the game, instead of just, you know, fight for the forge and then it's over.
Yeah, exactly. This is the kind of map that makes me, or that was the kind of map rather, that makes me wish we had like some sort of notation thing, so we could watch with the audience and like circle things so people can see exactly what we're paying. Because there was things happening in the top right corner, like you were calling out, where Fosse had sent all these troops in to take over that forge, and then in the bottom left there was stuff going on from an attack 30 seconds ago that finally made its way through the map, you know. So I love seeing that. Okay, there. I just got a different invite, and now I'm in. It looks like we're on D29 for this map. So looking like we're waiting for one person in the lobby here before we can kick this off. I see all these people in chat loving that round.
Yeah, the tie, like that's the ideal scenario in the cups. Like you don't want a clean sweep, that's boring. Like you want the tension.
Yeah, you want some drama.
On the edge of your chair.
Definitely.
Chin is excited to watch your Game Boy.
I laughed so hard yesterday when I saw them making fun of my device. Is he playing on a Game Boy? I was like, oh my god, because I didn't realize I was holding my phone up so close to my face. You guys can see it. But... All right, so Eclipse looks like he picked Wilford for this map, D29. Moonshadow following in suit. This should be a good map. I mean, this is the first time we're seeing Eclipse play today, and we saw how aggressive and good he was yesterday. Another long map. Let's see where they're going first. Both players wasting no time. Oh! Moonshadow first to try to go for that center forge. Going to be able to take it no problem. Eclipse now with a little bit of ability. Oh, and he's going to go right for the village Eclipse has. Oh, leaves it with one. That was such a perfect drop by Eclipse. He put a forge in his back line right before that attack came in, just to be able to defend against that. And there goes Moonshadow being able to take a different village instead. Eclipse trying to take that center forge, not sending enough units. Both of these towers just killing troops. First troops that walk through get all the attack there. So while the towers are distracted by Eclipse, Moonshadow can sneak his troops in. It's great.
You can see Eclipse has more positions on the map, producing more, but Moonshadow has the morale. Get that tower out of the way.
Yeah, just get man, that's such a good snake by Eclipse. Just trademark.
Yeah. You could never guess it. I was thinking, like, he can take that tower.
Right.
Not enough troops.
It's like 15 in there. Nope.
Yeah, nope. That's 60.
Yeah, that was an interesting. Eclipse just used a equalizer on that, on the tower before it went through. I'm not sure what that was about.
Forge. So he does.
Oh, he used it on the forge.
Often, yeah, it's for often you would fill the forge in the center.
Got it.
So he used it to equalize it, so you could turn the troops that were moved in the front back to the back of the map.
Sorry, I thought it was on the gray tower up top. I didn't see that he did it on the forge. My mistake. Makes total sense.
I think I saw it in the forge. Maybe I'm mistaken.
No,
Chat,
I think.
Can you please correct us?
I think you're 100% right because he was able to take that away from Moonshadow, so he had to have done it that way.
Well, it doesn't matter which building you put it on because it evens out the troops, so he can throw it wherever. But I think the intent was to get the forge.
Yep, good call. Now we're seeing the shift here. Eclipse definitely has the majority of the map.
Fourth.
Great fourth.
Can't protect it.
Doesn't protect it.
Moonshadow tried. Yeah, he tried to protect it with his fourth, but just not enough.
Then he tried to number one there to put all of his production into that one village being attacked, and it was a little too late. Now with this huge morale swing on Eclipse's favor, he's going for the back line for for Moonshadow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
I
bolsters
think this is a
it.
GG for Eclipse.
It's got to be. Eclipse is out of there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Intense.
Yeah, agreed.
Eclipse is so clever with the troopment movement. It's just from another planet.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm looking at chat. They're saying the same thing. El Patroni's saying, "Damn, that accuracy, so true." Just knowing exactly how many to send, how to take things over. He has an extra sense of how much is in each building, which is great. Or like you said, if you use an equalizer with Wilford right there, just in order to just set the stage equal for no matter what building you're attacking.
Exactly. So Moonshadow, it costs him quite a bit to move those troops in the center of the map because he needs to go through Eclipse's tower, so he'll lose his morale, or he can use mana to transfer it with his second. So when he's using the equalizer, he's just throwing all those troops back in the back end. So, like, it's very difficult to use that correctly. It's not a lot of players that masters Wilford.
Yeah, good point. All right, so now it's Moonshadow's. They're playing the same map again, but now Moonshadow gets the decision on character, and he chose Stella. So let's see if he has something else in mind for how he wants to play this map.
Standard openers.
Moonshadow again going for that center forge. He wants to be first into the middle. Eclipse also going into the middle back section for himself. The difference is here, Moonshadow went for his extra villages this time rather than just trying to go on the attack first.
So here is also the timer of using their second, the silence, if they see an attack coming for treason or shield break, you can just silence it and get morale instead of losing your building.
That's a really good point. Now, would you rather? Do you think they'll be relying more heavily on that rather than the Stella's 3rd and 4th, or is it just for defensive attacks?
Defense for attack. Well, it can also be when they're doing an attack. You can see Eclipse has both towers here, so he has control of the map, and he took the forge.
And without either of them using any abilities. But there we go. First, there we go.
Speaking of which, like, where's the ability?
There it is.
So that's a good trade from Moonshadow there. He used the 3rd, and Eclipse used his 4th, so that, and he still got the building. So that was a really good attack from Moonshadow there.
Eclipse able to take that middle village there, but Moonshadow really doesn't want to get rid of that tower, so he's doing anything he can to support it.
Yes.
Here we go. Eclipse putting all these units into his village, into his tower, and here he comes for an attack up top. Gonna be able to take that village, no problem. Retreats.
No problem whatsoever.
Now he has direct access to that forge up top in Moonshadow's territory.
Both. Yes. So Moonshadow used the silence against Eclipse here to not take that tower off of him.
Makes sense. Takes the forge away. Oh, and he does a convert.
Oh.
Short-lived though. Moonshadow.
Eclipse is having a very strong position here.
Yeah. Here he goes.
It's only a matter of time, it looks like.
Oh my gosh. Just took it.
You can see how these pro players, they don't bother reinforcing the building that they just captured because they know they will lose it right away. So they will just feed morale trying to reinforce it.
Here comes this big attack up into this forge. Look at that snake heading in. No chance.
He doesn't even need it.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, so now the outproduction Eclipse has towards Moonshadow.
And the treason.
Wow, that treason was great.
There.
Moonshadow knew that was it. Good stuff. Eclipse taking both of those games. So what that means is Eclipse will walk forward here with 2 points because he won this best of 2 matchups. So great. We'll see more from both of these guys a little bit later. In fact, actually, no. Eclipse plays right now. He goes against Fosse as the next pairing. Yeah, but first what we want to do is our first lottery for the day. So I gotta see what the actual lottery is gonna be. You guys will check in chat. Oh, wonderful. Today it should just be hoodie for Lita because Lita has a hoodie. Looks like, yeah, we're doing a lottery. If you guys want to check in chat, you're gonna do a command for hoodie for joins and get you guys some prizes. Yeah, thanks, Sayoko. All right, well, like I said, this will be Eclipse versus Fosse. Eclipse has first position here, so he will choose the hero first. This is an exciting matchup for me. What do you predict for this, Lita?
They're both clever players. Like Moro is brutal on this map. Then it's like a chess play on who gets their first up first. Yeah, it can easily be a very long map or a short one.
Yeah.
Depending on the hero that they're picking.
But
so
you expect
maybe
Fosse
Eclipse will pick on purpose a hero where you can't rush. Or maybe you want to rush.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the poll now.
Oh, people are voting no for your hoodie.
No for me. I voted no for myself too. It's almost funnier if I don't get a hoodie at this point. Yeah, no, that's fine. Give it all no's,
unanimous.
I thought like Sayoko had disabled yes, so you could only vote for no. That was gonna laugh. Anyways, here we go. Do you think Kenner for the choice? Do you think Fosse is gonna play more defensively here? I mean, both these players know each other's styles so well.
Yes. Well, Fosse is overall a defensive player. He likes to expand quickly and get his production up so he has morale. Eclipse, he plays both. I feel like he is more versatile, maybe, if that's correct. Well, he can play both aggressive and defensively.
Looks like Eclipse gonna be the first to go for that back village.
Yes.
Fosse is playing a little bit looser, or a little bit close to the chest. Oh, Eclipse gonna be first to go up top. This is gonna.
Oh, and this first. Oh, he got morale from that. A full star from that attack.
That was great. Immediately drops the tower to try to attack Fosse's incoming troops. Defended against it. That was another display of a perfect amount of troops that Eclipse knew to send.
It's so tricky to see. Okay, we will see a nuke here probably on his main, Eclipse's main. And Eclipse doesn't even bother trying to save it.
Yep. Fosse drops a forge in the middle of the air map right there.
Yep. Trying to protect it, and he doesn't. So that was the trade-off right there, right? So Eclipse was able to get that village at the very top there and use this first.
Yep.
But then Fosse got his abilities going in his favor.
Yeah, now the whole right side of the map is controlled by Fosse, outproducing Eclipse. Fosse takes the first domination tower. Eclipse takes the other one.
Nuke.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
The nuke also kills the troops surrounding the building, not just the ones inside the building. That's why there's no point in reinforcing.
Fosse going for that center village. Be able to take that. Eclipse trying to make this an early game. Taking that middle one.
Oh!
Right now, the only thing he's got to worry about is that back tower on the far right side of the map.
Yeah.
Here goes Eclipse pushing forward.
Another nuke there from Fosse on the Eclipse.
Fosse takes it out from him.
Have you noticed that Eclipse is not snaking?
Yeah. Yeah, great call.
Very, very little snaking going on here. It's just being very slow and steady with his movements.
Great nuke there by Eclipse, taking out Fosse's main.
So the tide has changed here.
Uh-huh.
Like that was, you're thinking like this is a loss, right, for Eclipse, and look how he has changed the game into his favor, getting those dominations.
I think Eclipse just knows Fosse's style so well. I don't know. That's just me, but like he played it so cool and calm.
Yeah, he's building mana now, Eclipse. We need to watch out for another nuke from Fosse, probably. Eclipse is kind of emptying the one he's moving towards.
Right to the bottom, take out that village.
Yeah.
But Eclipse has almost got his up as well.
Yeah. It's just back and forth with the nuke, right?
Yeah. 2 minutes
left.
Eclipse
knew where he was coming from, so
here comes the bomb.
Another bomb. So he would actually start to leave a little bit of the building that Fosse was attacking, knowing the nuke was coming. So he wanted to save the troops.
I thought Fosse was going to just empty it and send those troops back to another tower or another village, but he left all 70 or so in there to be nuked.
Fosse is changing his game style now. He is aiming for a tie instead of trying to win this game. He knows that he can't break the wall from Eclipse here.
Great point.
Just going to put some pressure. He will have a tower if Eclipse tries to get anything off of him.
Here comes another nuke.
Leaving it. Yeah. Eclipse leaves it.
Fosse drops another forge. Looks like he's going to try to do another push here.
Yeah.
He's not going for a
1 minute left.
Tie. There's the support troops going in. Here comes another nuke. Eclipse can take it back easily. Yeah, they're just trading nukes right now for the same building.
Yeah, but that's what Eclipse is doing now. Sorry, Faisal here. He's just keeping Eclipse from attacking him to get that last domination.
Yep. So 40 seconds left. If this ends in a tie, that's fine. We'll go to another round, and then the next round will determine if somebody wins. We'll just replay this map reminder, and they're going to switch positions. Now, the interesting thing is they're going to switch sides, but both of these guys don't have a top and bottom. They've really segmented themselves left and right, which they might do again when we play again.
20 seconds left. You need to use your trumpet, Eclipse. Run. Fosse doesn't have.
There's the trumpet. 8 seconds left. Where's he? Never gonna make it. Never gonna make it.
Never gonna make it.
3. He does. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, he's not even trying there. Yeah. It's a tie.
Whew. Oh man, yeah, I love that. I love that it wasn't top and bottom. So we might just see an extension of this. They might just take the exact same towers and split left and right again for the second version of this.
Yeah. It's interesting to see if do you think Fosse will pick Kree again?
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to win this for sure, and since this is his selection, I would be surprised if he chose anybody else. Basically, I'm trying to think of who else he would even go for on a map like this. Kenner was a great selection.
And Kree. And Stella, I think. Grand Underlord. Hello, hello.
Yeah, hey, girl.
Alpaca wants some Moro. That's his favorite hero.
I love it.
That is so evil. It's not even fun watching.
Oh my god. Fosse's going back for Kenner. He's like, no. Okay, there
let's
it is.
Let's just nuke the party.
He's like, let's just keep this tie going. No, there he goes to Zeke. I got to call out Barris, who said he will donate his hoodie to me.
Aww.
So nice.
That is, and he would probably actually do it.
Honestly, he would.
That's the type of person he is.
All right, both are now going for that center village. Eclipse able to take it out from underneath Fosse, send enough troops.
He timed it perfectly. He let
Fosse
weaken it for him.
Yeah.
So now he has the production and the extra morale, but Fosse gets the mana. Look at that snake from Eclipse.
So now,
see how many
now he's
snaking. Popping in there.
Eclipse is. Oh, he saves it with just one. Man, I was like, Eclipse is going for that center village. There's a reverse from Eclipse.
Reverse.
Another reverse.
Another reverse.
Fosse is going to take it. Does Eclipse have enough in there to take it away from him? Nope. Fosse keeps the left village.
Fosse has 1 star morale and Eclipse doesn't, so I think that's what saved the bell.
Definitely. Eclipse going for that top village up top left of the map. Meanwhile, Fosse takes this middle right village in between them, their bases. Oh, congrats, Sarah. So you won that last lottery.
Nice.
Enjoy my hoodie.
We got a little fight at the very side of the map here on the corners.
Yeah.
On the left side. Fosse got his position in place.
Pretty close. They're both pushing towards the left side of the map.
Yeah. It's
Fosse
such a long run moving around.
There we go. Fosse drops it. A Forge going for that first domination tower at the same time Eclipse does as well. So they both have 1. There's still that one on the right side of the map that neither control.
Eclipse has his 4th up.
There's a poke right there up top.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
That was
just
interesting.
got his 4th up in time. But now Eclipse has all the abilities in
yeah. He can dictate what he wants to do.
Yes. So
looks like we're going to go for the domination tower on the right side now. Here's the fight.
Yeah.
Fosse going to weaken it. Gets reversed. Eclipse takes it out from under him.
Very nice.
Fosse reverses him, takes it back. Here comes the support troops to try to make another sweep of it. Fosse sending everything he's got into that right dom tower. Look at Eclipse, got 40 units over there, more coming. But instead, he's going for the middle village, the last one unclaimed. While everybody's distracted on the right side. Takes it away, no problem.
Right. He's moving the attention somewhere else. I think it's making a tower here, maybe, or is he just upgrading?
There was Eclipse doing a defense.
Yeah. It's interesting to place the forge in that corner where he's so far away from reinforcing it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, here goes Fosse for a big attack, trying to take this last dom tower.
Trying to go for the win. Oh,
70 units in there right now, but there's a bunch coming in.
Oh my goodness.
60-0.
Oh, and he gets it.
Whoa! Gets it from Eclipse. Fosse takes these. Wow. Wonderful.
Well done.
That makes sense. This was Fosse's map decision, or sorry, this was Fosse's hero selection. So he chose Zeke here. You can see he had the upper hand. He had something in mind for how he wanted to play with the reverses.
Yes. Zeke is one of the better heroes you can do on domination with the reverse, because you only need a few seconds. So it doesn't matter if you keep it, because you only need that little time frame while the troops are reversed to keep it. So maybe if the game was continuing, Eclipse would get it back, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so that was the pairing between those two. We played both those games. We're moving into the third round, or sorry, no, this is the fourth round. Yeah, this is the fourth pairings for the day. It will be Hidden versus Moonshadow. So we've seen both of these played. Hidden started the games today, and Moonshadow played the second rounds. And we'll see what maps they're on. But yeah, congratulations, Fosse. That was a great showing there. And it looks like we're going to pull up the brackets just to give everybody a little heads up. Let me pull this up on my side just to, while these guys are queuing up and talk through a little bit. Fosse with 1 point, Eclipse with 1 win, 1 loss. So he gets 2 points. Moonshadow 0 points, and Fosse, sorry, I think I said Fosse already, but I meant to say Hidden. Okay, either way, let me go through it again. Hidden with 1 point, Eclipse with 2, Moonshadow with 0, and Fosse with 3 points because he had 2 games so far. Meanwhile, back in the game, Hidden has chosen Wilford. Oh, my game just crashed. How about you, Lita?
See, I'm in, so I'll commentate.
All you.
The Hidden and Moonshadow doing a regular opener. They take all the neutrals except for the 60. Moonshadow is doing an early push to the forge in the center there. And being Wilfred, it would be easy for him to reinforce the troops there. If he can get the second up, which he doesn't. Ooh! And Hidden 2 just pinched it off him. Moonshadow prioritized production and upgrading instead of transferring his troops because he knew that he wouldn't be keeping it anyways. Moonshadow is doing another move here for the forge. Hidden has his second up already to protect that by just 2 or 3 troops there. Barely getting it, and now he's getting his power on his side here. Moonshadow is still upgrading and trying to rebuild. There's another move for the tower on his side, and Hidden is trying to interrupt his move here, going for the forge in Moonshadow's back end, unsuccessfully thanks to his second ability. Still doing some upgrades. He feels like he's behind on production, so he's focusing on upgrading all his buildings. So far, Hidden has the upper hand, having that second forge in the center of the map. Moonshadow goes for a move here. He does a little attack for the forge and runs past and takes. Oh, just not. Oh, he got it down to 0 troops in the tower from Hidden 2. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
And another attack. Oh, and he protects it just. It's like he's so close every single time. It's painful to watch, but so exciting at the same time. Like, he can get this. Okay, he's using his fourth to protect a counter attack from Hidden. but he can't capture it quite. So they're equal in morale actually, and Moonshadow has more production than Hidden does, even though Hidden has been protecting really well in the center here, but running under his tower is just devastating. So Moonshadow is just trying to get his mana up. Another attack comes from Hidden. Oh, and he defends just in time. Oh.
How much time's left on the match?
But Moonshadow, there's still 3 minutes left.
Okay.
So, oh, the equalizer on the forge in the center here, and he gets it.
Oof.
He threw those troops back on the map from Hidden now. He changes the forge into a second tower, so the upper hand is in Moonshadow's favor here. He has 1 building extra, but that's not enough if this turns into a tie from the timer. Hidden 2 comes with another push here. Moonshadow responds with a counterattack going for his forge. Let's see where he's going. He's going for both the forge and the center here. Will he be able to keep it though? And he does by using his third ability. That was actually a bit for Hidden. He almost like helped Moonshadow with that third ability. He didn't know how many troops were in that building at all, and he actually helped him. I thought it was Moonshadow using it. And there, we got the second tower and the middle here, Moonshadow. I think this is a victory for Moonshadow. He would have actually gotten that building with his attack if he didn't use his equalizer.
Oh.
Oh, that was...
Oh, there it is. I was just
so
watching the stream here. Okay, I just saw it end. Dang. I love maps like this where it does have a center choke point, and it is going to turn into, you know, that tug of war match. But yeah, great job done.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like Hidden 2's defense in the middle there was just ridiculous. Like down to 2 units, 3 units, 0 units, like just clinging to life. Oh,
so close. So that was the first round there. So they will play again. And I'm trying to remember who went first on that. That was Hidden chose Wilford's. So yeah, Moonshadow will now choose.
Who do you think you will be picking for hero?
I mean, Moonshadow just won that. There's no reason for him to not just do the same strategy, right? Where he, unless you know, it was too much of a tug of war. Maybe he'll find something different. I always love seeing on maps like this. You know, we've talked about it before, but Trini or something like that, where or Kree, somebody that can just immediately transfer troops without having to go through this center area. You know, yeah, Clots.
Swap.
Mm-hmm. Stella. Okay, Moonshadow going for Stella. Sorry, look at that chat. Chini's gonna nip me.
Same opener again as we saw previously, but Hidden is going for a rush for the
middle
forge in the center there. It's very interesting because it's he did get all his abilities going for him, or sorry, all the neutrals. But will he be able to keep it though?
Oof. Here, both people using Stella's number 1 to get all that extra unit from their main, and then pushing into the middle.
Oh, he just gets it, and then probably loses it.
There we go.
Okay, that tower is so...
Hidden going for the tower.
Yeah, it's so destructive.
While he's got that bonus from the forge, it's perfect time to go for the tower.
Yes. That's a bit perfect timing when they don't have the trees enough.
Yeah, exactly. There's no fear from a retaliation there.
I feel like the same game in Mirror now, where Moonshadow is just hitting that forge. Oh,
there's a shield break. Break counterattack by Moon.
Yeah, that was really good. He kept him off his feet. He couldn't just empty his forge there to capture the tower, interrupt his attack.
That's going to take that forge back. Moon's got this morale bonus, and now he's just pushing units in there.
Moon is very aggressive here.
Yeah.
If he doesn't stop the attacks.
There's a shield break.
A shield break.
Takes it. Going to lose that forge again, too.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is going to be
beautifully.
real hard for Hidden.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky.
Comes a poke. Try to take that bottom right village.
He's just poking him, yeah.
Hidden dropping a forge, going to go for his own village. Now that top forge is going to get taken from him. And he knows it.
Yeah.
He's out.
So GG.
So there you go. Moon takes both of those rounds like an expert, man. Even against Hidden.
That's the interesting part when you see Moonshadow's game style. Like we watched his games yesterday where he did some rushes that didn't work out, which ended with a loss. So like that's the rewards are so high when it works out, but the punishment if it doesn't work is that you lose. So that's kind of the style we can see from Moonshadow here. It's like when it actually does work, he executes it perfectly. Like it's just. He gets his mana up all the time when he's being aggressive, so the one defending can't get their mana up quickly to defend. So that's kind of what Moonshadow is doing.
Sure. Yeah, the interesting thing also, too, just for everybody to keep in mind is Hidden, who had yesterday just an unbelievable showing and beat Fosse. Today he tied Fosse. And yesterday, Hidden, who beat Moonshadow, just lost to Moonshadow. So Hidden has one more matchup today, and it's against Eclipse, who he lost to yesterday. So it's possible Hidden's going into the bottom category. He's going to be playing for third. If we were just predict, that was the match to really see if Hidden can secure a top spot, and losing it twice in a row to Moonshadow, I think, is telling. Anyways, moving into our next pairings of people here, we're playing Moonshadow versus Fosse. Moonshadow's going to take the top spot. He's going to have first hero selection. People are betting in the chat, and Grant said he's up $50 thanks to Moon. So I guess he voted it. He bet against Hidden. So well done, Grant. All right, Moon's going to start with Stella as his selection. So just like he chose on the map before him, we're seeing Moon really preferring Stella on these maps.
Oh yeah.
Such a fun map. No villages to start, so it's all about where you're going to take. You're just going to use all of the units you have up front and go for a big attack.
Moonshadow is.
Moonshadow's not wasting any time.
Also
He's going right
for the back end with the forges.
Wow. Fosse. Oh, what a good treason by Fosse to put all those units.
From Moonshadow.
No, it was a Fosse treason.
Yes, I know, but he could have treasoned those.
Oh, he could have done it back. Yeah, good point. So now with no unit production on Moon and Shadow's side, he only has this treason to go with, and he just used it right there.
Yeah. Now this is a GG.
That's going to be it. Moonshadow knows it.
I told you, Faisal, he loves taking that King of the Hill. Like, that's the first move he does.
Oh, it's not a bad move either. You get unit production. You're not just sitting there with having one big move up front.
Yeah. Well, Moonshadow, Faisal, he just wants to build up and defend. That's what he does best. Yeah. And Moonshadow is the aggressor, so he wants to pinch it off of him.
Totally. All right. Man, it's another win for Fosse. Now, if Moonshadow wins this one, it'll be a tie again. But so far, Fosse has won one and tied one. He is in the lead on total number of points right now. We'll see what happens with this round. I'm just looking at the matchup so far. Fosse has not lost a match because they're only playing 3 per player.
So hero pick for Fosse on this map.
Yeah.
How are you predicting?
There's a Trini right there. Yeah. Interesting. Like you said, he's probably going to go again for the King of the Hill map. But do you think with that he's going to just dump a bunch of troops up front and then use a bees? Nope, never mind. Kree.
Well, never mind. Kree.
Never mind.
Back to Kree. It's kind of interesting because it's such a first and second ability map.
Yeah.
Well, it depends if you're running under these towers. I guess you get your fourth up quite quickly, so you can do a reverse.
Moon again, he is going for that King of the Hill on the left side. Both players are this time. Sending some troops back to reinforce. Moon definitely taking a page out. He's not going to play nearly as aggressively.
Yeah. He learned his lesson.
Yep.
that it works in ranked. Because it's such a surprise.
Meanwhile, on the backside, looks like Moon's going to push to that right tower.
Tower, yeah.
He's going to weaken it. Both of them do reverses right at the last second. But Fosse has what he needs to try to take it away from Moon last second.
Yeah.
Strong showing by Fosse. This is looking good. Although here comes Kree's number 4 from on the Moonshadow side, bottom right.
Yep.
Some reinforcements real quick. Fosse still has outproduced him. There's enough units left over. Moon turning into a village, upgrading it, try to get that unit production up. Fosse going to go for that center tower. Moon has no defense against it.
Yeah.
Fosse dropping the number 4 on the back right. Does a couple attacks here, try to draw units away from Moonshadow. Moonshadow, perfect. Yeah, perfect attack by Fosse. Takes everything he needs, and that's game. Wow. So with that said, Fosse secured a spot for first or second. He's going to go into those final games.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Congrats indeed. He has 5 points in total right now. Moonshadow has played all 3 of his games. He has 2 points in total. But we're going into this last pairing, which is Hidden versus Eclipse. Just as a recap, Hidden has 1 point from a draw against Fosse, and Eclipse has 1 win, 1 loss. So he has 1 and 2 points. So, but first, but first we're gonna do a mushroom lottery for this next pairing here, and let me see what the keyword's gonna be for all you guys. Okay, it's gonna be support Queen Lita, command support Queen Lita. So you guys are gonna put that in chat, entering into a random lottery. So yeah, looking back at this bracket, Hidden and Eclipse with this last map, what it basically means is if Eclipse wins it, he's going to go to the finals, right? He'll get 2 points. He'll go to the final matchup against Fosse. If Hidden wins it, same thing. He's going to get 2 points. He will go to the final. This is kind of cool. It's not all said and done. We'll see. Hidden still has a chance to come back if he can beat Eclipse, but yesterday was the precursor. We talked about it. Both these guys played together. Hidden beat everybody but Eclipse. So I love that this is our final matchup. You know, there's high stakes here, high drama. And if they tie, Eclipse will again go. Eclipse will move forward because he'll have 3 points total. So cool. What do you think, Alita? I have my favorites here. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, that's the thing, right? Both favorites are head-to-head here, but Eclipse was the only one who beat Hidden yesterday, so maybe we'll see it again today.
Yeah. Interested in chat too, what you guys thought. From these two, these are the two that everybody was voting for earlier, as far as who they thought was going to win the finals of the whole day, and Fosse came in 4th, and here he is, secured his top spot for going into the finals. And Hidden and Eclipse were 2nd and 1st, respectively. So, kind of curious by that. I'm curious what everybody in chat thinks is going to happen here. Do you think you guys think this will go 1-1? You think Eclipse will win this 2-0?
I'm biased, so I'm obviously rooting for Eclipse. So I'm not. I want him to win the cup, but.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, like we saw yesterday. Like I was also expecting Q Disney to also do well. Yeah. So it's you never know in this game.
Definitely. I'm team Hidden. I want to see him recoup that magic from yesterday, you know? Like he was on a different planet yesterday. There's a new poll in chat. You guys want to vote on this? All right, looks like they're doing D43. Eclipse will have first selection of heroes this time. I like how even the poll is for you here. It's looking really good.
Is it yes or also yes?
It's both. There's about 50-50 yes and also yes, so it's looking good. Oh, looks like Eclipse is choosing Kenner. And there you go. Hidden chooses as well. And we're going to jump into this one. It's a great map for Kenner. All these towers at everybody's advantage. Eclipse gives a thumbs up real quick, so same with Hidden. They both know what's on the line here. Both of their spots for the final games today. Pretty even, a little bit different opening for both, but not too terribly. Both have the same amount of positioning in the front and up top. Looks like the big battle, the first one we're going to see is for that top forge. Everybody's reinforcing what they have. Hidden's going to be the first to go for it. Eclipse right behind him. Hidden drops a tower just in time to defend against it. Good stuff. Here comes all of the support units right in there behind it. Meanwhile, Hidden bottom left. Here comes another attack coming down to some of those unclaimed villages. Nope, never mind. They're taking left. They're going in for that tower. And the rest of his units coming through there now without the distraction of that tower, going for some of the villages down there. Meanwhile, Eclipse following suit, though he's sending everything into that bottom tower. Looks like he has plans for it. He's not going to bother going for the villages yet.
Attack. And then
there's a bomb up top.
Oh, he's doing a distraction.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. So he's attacking at the bottom and doing a nuke at the top, and Hidden just wasn't able to keep up with everything happening.
That was a great misdirection too. All this attention up down the bottom. Meanwhile, Eclipse just up top swoops in.
Yeah, even my eyes was at the bottom.
Yeah. Look at him feeding her up top there. You're not gonna be able to take that Hidden, not that attack. There's a nuke, a little too late. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Eclipse is going for that forge. Again. It's gonna be another one of those days. Wow, Eclipse takes it. Not looking good, but meanwhile, Eclipse with the trumpets. Going for that back line, easily takes that village. Oh, Hidden gives up.
Oh.
So no matter what now, if this ends in a draw, no matter what, Eclipse is going to have 3 points, and if it ends in a win, Eclipse will have 4 points. So no matter what, Eclipse and Fosse are going to be in the finals.
Oh my goodness. The ultimate finals, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Like, you see like how Eclipse, he seems so relaxed. He's not worried. Oh, the opponent is taking the middle. Like, I get like really stressed if I see my opponent getting expansion a lot faster than me, and I get like, oh shit, I need to get going as well. But with Eclipse, he doesn't seem worried at all. He's like, that's fine. I'll do my own thing over here.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I don't know where.
Yeah, I think you're beautifully eloquent there. I would have done the exact same thing as soon as as soon as Hidden was going for all those unmanned villages in the bottom. I probably would have gut reacted to try to take some too, but he knew he had his bomb coming and he needed to forge first before he does any big attacks, and so he focused all of his attention, rightly so.
Yeah, exactly.
So this map is going to be replayed. Obviously, Hidden has the choice of character. We know what the outcome's going to be, but let's see if it's a good map. Let's see if Hidden comes through. This is still
exciting.
Yeah.
Hidden is thirsty to get back to Eclipse. Like, he wants his revenge, and even though he's lost 2 times, just getting that one revenge is like even out all the losses.
Right. He chooses Pixo. First Pixo of the day.
Such a good hero too.
Mm-hmm.
standard openings. Standing identical almost.
Yep. Same openings as last time, pretty much.
Eclipse is a little bit ahead.
Little head, yeah. I think Hidden knows it too. He's sending everything he has up top.
This is a mirror match, 100%.
Yeah.
I was expecting the UFO a little bit earlier. But,
looks like Hidden's going first for that forge. Meanwhile,
yeah,
Eclipse is just
Eclipse
supporting.
Is getting another forge.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Eclipse has another one.
He wasn't even trying to get it. I think we'll see some fun jumps here.
Eclipse going in the bottom, taking out that tower. Same with Hidden. Both of them just want to get that out of the way. Maybe convert it to something.
Probably. Second forge, maybe. A tower has no purpose in the back end there.
Yeah. Just as a stopping point before they both expand into those unclaimed villages.
Very 50-50 here. And there's the jump.
There's the
Getting
jump.
that tower.
Eclipse takes it, no problem. Meanwhile, Hidden's going for the middle tower. His units are already tied up. He's got nobody left in his back villages, and it doesn't look like...
Oh, and the forge from Hidden there, stopping Eclipse from taking the tower. Takes the forge off of him, too. And he gets the tower
Gets the other
as well.
tower. That's good.
Oh, wow. You see, Hidden is investing a lot of troops in the center of the map here. There's barely troops in the back.
Yeah, here comes Hidden knowing, or sorry, here comes Eclipse knowing that there's not very many troops back there.
Yeah.
Eclipse has abilities to... Oh, didn't use them. Looks like he's waiting for his time.
Eclipse is not rushing. Taking a breather, getting the upgrades going. Waiting for a tie, maybe?
It's possible. They're 3 minutes out. I think he's just biding his time. Here he goes. He's pushing more stuff towards the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go back around.
Out the fourth. There it is.
Great force out.
And now he still has more troops in the back to just second attack. Well, Hidden doesn't have anything to lose, like, in terms of
Hidden
getting the spots, so he can just go all in at this point.
That's so crazy how much Eclipse knew where those were going before.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't tell.
He knew exactly. Even while on the far right, Hidden was sending those units. Eclipse already knew, oh, they're coming from my top village. Let me just send units up.
Yeah. Oh, my God, second building there. Oh. It's so difficult to reinforce on this map because the buildings are so spread out.
Yeah.
You can't reinforce that well. Oh. Yeah, Eclipse is barely hanging on here. Fighting for a... Oh.
Yeah, he's fighting for this drop. Yeah. No, it's really interesting. Eclipse's defense is incredible.
It's impeccable.
He's got half the unit counts right here. Even that attack going through the back line, but he's holding on. Hidden knows that this is the time if he wants to take that back line. Look at all those troops. Drops a UFO to try to defend against it. Takes one village. Takes two. Takes three. Takes four. That's got to be it. What a fantastic showing for Hidden, trying to come back out after all this and being like, you know what? I'm still gonna show you that I got a place here in the top four, man. Eclipse giving him the GG.
That's the best feeling, you know?
Yep.
You know when you're playing ranked and you meet this certain player that you keep losing and you're like, come on, I want to meet up the queue again and like try to time it and stuff, and then like when you win that one, like the 5th time you meet them and you finally beat that player, it's like
It's nothing as
The,
good.
the past is history. This is what counts. This
Yeah.
win right here.
That's all that matters. All right, so
All
that's
that
awesome. With both of those players winning one, that is a tie. So, like we said before, let's bring up the bracket here. We kind of talk through what we're going to lead into for the rest of the day. So, I'll go from top to bottom here. Hidden, 2 draws, he gets 2 points total. Eclipse, 1 draw, 1 win, he gets 3 points total. Moonshadow, 1 win, so 2 points. And Fosse, 1 draw, 2 wins. The best showing of the day so far is Fosse, 5 points. So what that means is our top 2 players going into that are going to compete again for another couple of rounds later on is going to be Fosse versus Eclipse, 5 and 3 points. But before we go to those, we're going to go to our 3rd place round. The bottom 2 players are going to go into a 5 game playoff to see who wins, and that's going to be Moonshadow and Hidden. It's gonna be great.
I think the chat didn't see that we were watching on the
was
last
it
game
bugged
there.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so upsetting. Sorry, guys. Well, the good news is we're about to go to a break because we want to take a break before we do our 3rd place matches. So hopefully we can try to put a replay up for you guys to see that. Dang. Either way, let's do that.
In a good note, James Mockler won the giveaway.
Yeah, congratulations, James. All the support for Queen Lita too. I love that it's still somewhat tied, 60-40 for people supporting you. Oh man. All right, but anyways, let's head to a break. We'll be back in a little bit here. I think we're just gonna get a drink of water. Everybody, 5 minutes or so. We'll see you soon. All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around while we took a break there. We are just finishing up our semifinal matches for day 2 of the 1v1 Final Cup of the year for some of these best players around. We just saw the top 4 standings, so let's just go over those real quick before we get into the 3rd place matchups. So make sure I have this in front of me. There it is. Yep, so the 3rd place matchup, sorry, let's start from top to the bottom. The person that came in the highest right now from the earliest matches is Fosse. He got 5 points, so he's going to play in the 1st and 2nd round games. And then with him is Eclipse coming in 2nd. He had 3 points. And then the 3rd and 4th match, 3rd and 4th place tied was Hidden 2 and Moonshadow. So they're going to start what we're doing right now for the next round of matches. The winner of these will come in 3rd, and they'll be walking out of here with a pair of AirPods and the bronze trophy for everything. So before we jump into the 3rd place matches, let's just do a quick recap of the rules. It's changing a little bit of how we're doing 3rd place. Unlike how we just did the round robin style right there, these 2 players are going to go head to head with a best of 5 games. It's still going to be random maps. It's still going to be mirrored heroes, and they're still going to swap back and forth placement, positioning on the map and play it again. The difference is that the winner will be determined by 2-game lead. So play the first couple rounds. If it ever gets to 5 games and somebody is up by 2, they will win. But if it's tied, if it's 3-2, we'll play another game. And then if it's 3-3 and then 4-3, we'll keep playing until we get that 2-point lead. Now, if this goes on indefinitely, our referees in the back will probably make a decision and declare a victory. Like if we get up to like round 10 and it's 10-9 and it just keeps going back and forth, they might make a determination there. But either way, that's what we're up for first. So let's jump into that. Lita, I want to ask you, how do you feel about these 2 players? What do you think is going to happen here for 3rd place?
Well, they're both aggressive players, so I'm very interested to see how their defenses for each other's tricky openers. But yeah, I am slightly rooting for the new player. Like, I want to see that new name on the top board.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But Moonshadow, he's been around for a long time, an excellent player, and
yeah, I think a lot of this will come down to obviously the map selection, and but they'll have the ability to kind of come back out with whoever they feel most comfortable with. We've seen Moon today playing a lot with Stella, so maybe we start to see that, and he will have first hero selection here just as they're queuing up. Looks like it's going to be D18. But man, yeah, I was with the chat. I thought Hidden was gonna be one of the final 2 today in either Fosse or Eclipse in the. Actually, I thought Eclipse was going to be against Hidden in the finals.
Yeah.
So now knowing that, maybe Hidden is going to take out all of his aggression on Moonshadow right now. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and then for you guys' awareness in chat here, we're doing another poll just for your opinions. Who you think is going to take third place here, whether it's going to be Moonshadow or Hidden.
Who do you think?
Man, I think it's going to be Hidden. Let's see. Let's go back real quick. I just want to look at when they played together earlier. Hidden versus Moonshadow. Moonshadow won 2-0. So I mean, I'm going against logic and saying that Hidden's going to win.
Proved that he can, do that combat like he did against Eclipse. So it is possible.
Absolutely.
And if you think like statistically, 2 games isn't enough to represent the player, you're good there.
just kicked over my camera. I don't think the chat saw that, but I did. That was pretty funny.
That was a beautiful sight right there. You're not wearing pants?
What?
All right, get us started. We have double Stella that you predicted. We would see from Moonshadow picking his Stella.
There's the Stella selection. Hidden's a little bit ahead. Both of them dropping their number 1 right now.
Who will get the tower? Or they go for the forge first? Now Hidden has the tower.
Here we go. Hidden, keep it. Moonshadow not going to make an attack yet. But here we go. Hidden jump down to the bottom. Going to take some of these available buildings. Forge down there.
Shadow.
He's going to skirt around.
In the middle there. He probably wants to get his third up. He's loading up his 2 front buildings here to use his third.
Great point. Here he goes. He's going to do a break. Takes that tower.
Yeah. Hidden just trades the buildings to villages for that tower.
Hidden's very much like, take that tower. I don't care. I'll take your villages.
Yeah, right. You can have it.
Oof! And Moon gives up. First round. There we go.
So there you saw both of them so aggressive, wanting like attack, no breather. But yeah, we would have hoped for. Like, it was a bit of a waste, the third ability, since he was emptying, but maybe he already had swiped when he saw the villages, the troops from the tower leaving to get that counter. Yeah. That's a really, really good thing you can see here if you're a new player watching, seeing that, you can trade that building. If you see an attack, you don't have to stay put and try to protect it. You can always swap sides or trade for something better.
And especially if it's in lieu for what's going to give you longevity, rather, like you can give up that tower, you're going to take those villages for a couple minutes longer, and then your enemy's going to be scrambling to kind of recoup that,
Yeah. Or just for a level 1 to trade with a level 3. I see a lot of players wanting to keep any building at any cost.
I just got kicked from that match. I'm going to try reloading my game. Sorry.
Okay.
For a reminder for everybody else that they're gonna just switch positions here. Hidden will have the selection this time for hero.
Let's see. You only get first ability early on, so Fosse doesn't have any purpose. Only later. They used the Stella to get the production going, but maybe like a Chia or a Pixo, like any hero that has a good first ability. But then you have to think about your opponent will have the same advantage. So wanting to pick something that's good for you, but also not too good for your opponent. So if you know your opponent well, you could be a little, sneaky and pick a hero that's not first choice for your opponent. That's
a good point. Yeah, that's like the meta game, right? Where you're just.
So he should definitely not pick Stella because that's Moonshadow's favorite hero.
Yeah. Maybe we see a Moro.
Maybe a Moro. Yeah. can see that.
Looking like the poll ended in chat here. Looks like everybody's thinking 62% of people think Hidden's going to take this. 37. I'm thinking Moonshadow. Looking like we're waiting for one more person to queue up in this game. Oh, there it is. There's Tormaz. Just jumped in. Chini asked me to drop my camera again. No, Chini. I will not.
Sundress for the occasion. Isn't that what all the COVID is all about? Like,
absolutely.
How much you can address during a Zoom meeting. Like an extra sport. Oh, Wilford, yeah?
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, mine was a little bit behind. There we see it. Wilford, it's a good choice.
Regular openers.
There we see Hidden going up top. And Shadow as well. Both of them using their number one to get there.
Yeah, you want the production early. So you see Hidden here, he's moving, the troops here, both of them actually. Trying to get to like, I don't know, the 34 mark before snaking in.
Who's going to be first?
Again.
Not going to be able to. Oh my gosh!
That's so close. Oh my gosh.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
Oh.
Great job.
Oh. Well done, Moonshadow, surviving that.
Yeah.
He has 2-star morale, has the advantage on production. Oh, he got the forge a little bit there, which throws Hidden off his game.
Yeah, holding that center is just so important. Now Moonshadow can take his time, extend down, and here's Hidden going to try to do something to thwart that. Just like we saw before, he's sending those units out to try to take away some of Hidden's main base.
Yes.
Takes it momentarily. Hidden gets it back. Great move by Hidden. It's just ignoring all of those other buildings, going for that bottom village.
Yes, exactly. You see Moonshadow's keeping quite a bit of troops in the corner there, just in case there's any funny business from Hidden too. So he has 40 troops in the corner there, just in case he goes for his forge or something.
Here's a poke towards the forge in the back. He's able to take it just for a moment here, although here comes these reinforcements from Moonshadow. Held by Hidden. Hidden with these 70 units in the bottom there. He's going to send them out.
Big push.
Not great timing.
Gets it.
Yep, Hidden knows it. He's out. Good stuff. All right, 1-1. Both of these guys took a round.
Right?
So interesting thing, just like the first matchup of the day, whenever somebody else chose the hero, their opponent won it, which is funny. But yeah, close games. This is going to make for an exciting third place round.
So that's 1-1 already.
Yeah.
And it's like I kind of secretly want it to last forever and just see them go back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, I wonder when our referees and when everybody behind scenes will just be like, you know what, just give it to somebody. Like, we're done with this, but we'll see. All right, looks like Moonshadow's choice again. He chose Stella. You can call that. Here we go. I love seeing this on King of the Hill, because then you don't have that tower right there.
Right.
Both taking it real quick. Hidden's going for that forge first. But he also divvied up his troops and sent some to that village, and that wasn't enough for that village attack. I think he may have not seen that had 45 in there. He's only sending about 15 units. Or actually, maybe he did it on purpose just to get his skills up.
Yes, probably. See, Hidden has his third up because Moonshadow been using his first.
Is he gonna treason here? Nope.
Treason is up.
Thought that was
Yeah,
coming.
right? Oh.
He's going for the back one. He might treason that one. Yep, treason did itself. Takes it. So now all these King of the Hill points are going to Hidden right now. It's gonna give him a little bit of a boost while he's waiting for a counterattack. Moonshadow coming down for that Forge. Does a break on it. Takes it no problem. Hidden trying to take the Forge out from Moonshadow. Not able to get it. Moonshadow takes the bottom village.
Really nice. Oh, he's getting control of the middle of the map here. He has 3-star morale.
Takes one of the Forges. Yeah, through the 3-star morale is a huge bonus right now.
Yeah. Can't keep that. The production is also in his favor.
Oh, Hidden. Even though he was up, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew without either of those Forges with that morale bonus that he was not going to take that. So
what happened to never give up? Never give up. Like, you never know. Maybe a misclick. Maybe, you know. Anything
you got no
can
time
happen.
for that. Right.
Just cling for life. Have you seen the replay of the weeks where you have, like, the countdown? Like, you're on a free-for-all, you're in the corner, you only have one building left, and everybody else is fighting, and suddenly you win the whole thing. Like, yes. As a miracle.
Absolutely. I love it whenever you're playing 2v2 and your partner gets frustrated and leaves, and then you're just set there with two people, and if you can come back in those unprecedented, like those insurmountable odds, you know, if you could take your opponent, your base of your coworker or your partner who left, and then you could just come back. Oh man, it's the best feeling in the world, you know.
It is. That's what you're craving, right?
Yeah. And then you want to be able to
experience it if you leave.
Yeah, exactly. Because that person walks away thinking, "Oh, I was going to lose anyways," and then there's no way for you to like get a hold of them and be like, "Look what I did. You shouldn't have left," you know.
Okay, we have a double Cree now. It's Moonshadow's pick, I believe.
Yep. Here we go. Swapped sides on the map here. Both going for that King of the Hill tower, pushing into the center. Moonshadow first to direct all towards that middle forge. And this time, Hidden doesn't go for the 45, so it looks like he's not sticking with trying to get his abilities up first. They're pretty much identical in strategy. Moonshadow's a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Both have their all four abilities up, and drops the 4. Both ways.
Trying to throw off Hidden unsuccessfully.
Yeah, try to bait him. Oh, there's a tower drop. Okay, Hidden going for that middle King of the Hill. Meanwhile, Moonshadow going to take advantage of that opportunity.
He does so, but just ends up beating morale.
Yep, here comes some units to push into that tower, reinforce it.
Yeah.
It's a great place to put it, right at the edge of the reinforcement area.
Oh yeah.
Both have done it.
They're Cree, so they can easily reinforce without getting hit by the tower.
Yeah. There's a reverse.
Oh, the reverse.
Get him away from there.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other reverse on the tower as a response.
Perfect.
And he gets it.
Perfect takes it. Here comes a big attack towards that middle King of the Hill, but I think he underestimated how many troops were in there. Hidden with all of the morale that round.
Yeah.
Really turned the tides. We're back to 2-2.
Yay!
All right, so that means we're going to go to at least 2 more games. 2-2. We're playing best of 5, just as a reminder. But since nobody's up by 2 points, we'll go to at least 6 games here.
Oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking about Lomi in chat here. I think
Fosse
was first to bring him up.
Yes, it was his old teammate, so
Mm.
that makes sense.
No, Alpaca's saying that Eclipse has officially overtaken Lomi. Whew. If only Lomi still played, we would be able to. It's like saying LeBron's better than Michael Jordan or something like that. You'll just never know. Each person at their peak, wherever they be. So I think we're going to do a lottery real quick here in between here. Let me see what the lottery command is going to be. Oh, wonderful. It's going to be exclamation point joins beard.
Where's your light shirt? I was so excited seeing like contrast going on.
You wrote
like
that
I can
yesterday.
get away with my lights here, you know?
Good point. Yep.
But with you,
I
you're
had to wear a Mushroom Wars shirt. I finally got a shirt from Mushroom Wars. I got to be able to wear it, Lita. Come on, give me a break.
But your beard is so much better to look at than the top of the head of the Satoshi.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to look. I'm very appreciative. I think Tormaz was involved in getting me this shirt. It's got my name on the back and everything. I was really happy.
Yeah, that was so cool, right?
Yeah, I really liked it. Oh, and now there's a poll asking if I should shave my beard. What you guys? Leave my beard alone.
Are you voting on your own beard?
Oh yeah, I voted yes. I just want to see what everybody thinks and what everybody says.
Well, I said no. I think you should keep it.
Oh, I think so. All right. And no matter what this comes out, that's what's going to happen. You know, this is a binding contract with this poll. So.
Yes. Well, we have.
There we go. Shoes and clots. Love it.
From Moonshadow.
Shadow pushing down to that bottom forge first to be able to take that. Hidden's going to go up top. It's going to take him a little bit longer. But man, here's a push from Moonshadow right down into the bottom of Hidden's territory. Hidden is backtracking, going back to his main building. Able to hold off that attack because he was able to get that forge up top. Wow, great positioning for Moonshadow now. Really going on the aggressive early, kind of like we've seen all day.
Yeah, this is what Cobra was pointing out yesterday on this map. Doing a rush on that forge. Hidden has his swap ready. Maybe he'll do some trickery with that forge. Oh.
Really wants it down there. Hidden's able to take it.
So close.
Now with the drain from Hidden, he's able to take back a little bit more of his base. Here we go for an attack up top. Oh wow, Hidden great with the charm, redirects those troops. These are perfect attacks. Moonshadow now a little bit more of the territory, but not as many unit producing bases.
Well, who needs buildings when you can have an enemy produce it for you?
Exactly. But that means you just have to keep spending all of your points doing drain, or what's that called? The turn cloaks. Oh, turn cloaks. That's the first move, right? That's the name for it.
Turncoats?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're spending all of your mana doing turncoats if you don't have as many villages, which.
Yes. Hidden isn't that he can't drain Moonshadow's main because of the tower, so he'll only lose morale.
Yeah.
If he does the same thing. But yeah, Moonshadow knows that he's behind on production, so he has to drain actually.
Definitely. But it gives Hidden some opportunities here.
Probably a fourth here.
Wow, use the charm.
Yeah. Good call.
Wow. Still able to get
very powerful ability.
Hits. Yeah.
So the fourth dust contaminates the neighboring villages when you hit the building with that fourth. So it's neighboring villages that takes the damage and not the actual building that you're placing it on. I think that was the last ability that I understood learning this game.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's so non-intuitive at first, and then once you get it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, this is super powerful. Man,
Right?
just able to
So
hold
close.
it. Really giving Moonshadow the bonus and morale here, even though he has almost twice as many troops on Hidden side. But those towers are so deadly.
Yeah, look at the morale too. Like, there's no chance. Probably see a fourth again here.
Yeah, there's a swap.
Or swap.
Yeah.
Very nice. Clever. Oh, very
Wow.
nice attack at the top there.
Good move.
Follows it up.
So now he's isolated these top two villages. Moonshadow has these top two villages in the top left. Here comes the number 4.
Oh,
Moonshadow has nothing to do against it.
It's a kind of an interesting attack. It was a little bit early using that ability.
Agreed. And these turncoats are just still pumping up the tower's numbers using that main from Hidden. Here comes a big attack on the bottom. Charmed away. Able to hold it off.
Yeah. And the way to counter that type of attack is actually emptying all the neighboring villages and shuffling them around so you don't lose troops.
It's kind of like you want to preemptively empty everything before it gets plagued or something. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Good shadow do us fourth as well.
Man, Hidden should take those
troops in the tower there to follow up the attack.
Yep.
There he goes.
There he goes. Does that attack?
Executed.
Ooh, it's gonna be close.
How you do it.
Not able to get it.
Yeah. No. No, this is GG.
That's
that
perfect.
Attack right there. That's exactly how you use Cox's fourth. The Moonshadow did on that last one there.
Absolutely. Great work, Moonshadow. Oh, I love seeing like whenever a swap like that happens, and it's instead of the double side, then you have a difference in layout of building layout. I think that's so interesting.
So good.
All right, so that'll be 3-2.
So now we only need Hidden to win, so we can do another match.
Great game. Yeah, if Moonshadow wins this one, we will have our third place winner. So this could be it. Hidden definitely is feeling the pressure.
Yes.
And it'll be a new this is a new map selection. This is map 6. So no. This will be the same map, just switching characters and switching starting positions of the last one. Looks like Hidden wants to start with Kenner. Which makes sense. Great Kenner map. All these towers.
Right. Use that second for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mihai. Complimenting my hair.
It's very nice. Alpaca won the giveaway. Congrats, Alpaca.
Nice.
Wow. Almost identical openings there.
Yeah, nobody's rushing the middle, which is interesting since they're both, aggressive, but I think they both know that this is match point and like we have a pair of AirPods on the table here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So that's what they're fighting for.
Hidden with both the forges early. Moonshadow waiting so he can take that tower. Drops a forge on the backside. Hidden with this tower advantage, with these forge advantages, able to use it to his defense. Ooh, Moonshadow gonna be able to take that.
Pinched it. That is crazy. Oh, and then we see the nuke.
Takes it back.
Oh, this is the forge in the
There's another bomb. Moonshadow's gonna take
it. Yeah.
Going down, gonna take that bottom forge. This is a great tug of war right now.
This is what Alpaca keeps telling himself when he plays on stream, like, I need to move my troops forward. And that's exactly what Moonshadow has been doing this whole time, like moving those troops in the back towards the middle.
I knew he was going to change that front one, and he was going to move that forge backwards. It's too vulnerable up front.
Yeah, for sure. And he can always use his first
Yeah. Protect
if he
it more.
needs it. Yeah. Although it is a natural placement to have a tower. But I guess he wants production instead.
It's not both of them moving their forges backwards. Comes a swap just to move some troops around. Some mana built. Both of their nukes are about up. He's going to try to time it. Nope. Never mind. He didn't time it right.
Quite. Well, he didn't have it available.
Yeah.
So.
I was wondering if he was just thinking about sending it early. All right. First nuke goes. Second nuke goes. Just goes right back to where we were.
Yes. The nuke swap. The theme of today. Kenner is an excellent counter hero for Kenner.
Yeah.
So, what happens if there's a tie? Then the victory goes to.
If it's tied, we just no points are awarded, and we just go to the next game.
Okay.
So it'll still be 3-2. All right, here's a push. Smart to do it before trying to bait that number 2, trying to bait anything that's not a number 4, a 4th. Well, look at all these units going in up top. There's the bottom nuke. Moonshadow has his ready. He's going to wait. He's going to spend it again on the bottom. Hidden Nose sends everything out. It goes right back to Moonshadow. So back to where we believe. 2 minutes left. Could just be a draw while they both wait each other out.
Yeah, might be.
Although, here comes Moonshadow going for this back forge. Looks like Hidden knows what's coming. Oh, and there's the number 3 taking out the village on the bottom of Hidden's territory.
Very nice, very nice.
Hidden drops a number 2 from Kenner. Oh, man, and Moonshadow drops a number 1 from Kenner to turn that into a tower real quick. Meanwhile, up top, Moonshadow going for another attack.
Yeah.
Takes
he's going for it.
This could be
he wants
it.
This is it.
There's the number 4.
We still have a time.
Oh, not enough units to take it. Oh, he gives up.
Oh.
And that's it. Moonshadow 4-2 with the win. Moonshadow officially our 3rd place winner for the year. Right now. Wow.
Crazy. That is so good. I'm so jealous about the AirPods, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Well, congratulations, Moonshadow, man. You proved it. You came in here. You had something to say for yourself, and you won. So he's going to be getting a bronze trophy and for an in-game, and he's going to be walking home with some AirPods here, some Apple AirPods. Awesome. Hidden, on the other hand, was number 1 yesterday, coming into today, and walks out as number 4. So what an upset! What a total swing of the tides. So, but still some really impressive plays here. They were neck and neck until those last 2 games where Moonshadow was able to take 2 games in a row. But good stuff.
Nice.
That being said, we are going to run into our finals now. Let's go just a little bit over the rules. It's very similar. They're very similar to what we just saw. It's going to be best of 5 games. It's going to be random maps. It's going to be hero selection. They're going to swap back and forth. The big difference is the maps are unbalanced maps. They're traditionally the ones that are unable to be played on tournament mode, but they are unlocked today. So we're going to see some interesting matchups here. And talking about the players, this is Fosse, who's number 1 today, and Eclipse. Eclipse, who's favored to win today by the chat, by I think everybody watching, and Fosse, who was he was 4th favored by the chat, and he is 1st. And so it's so interesting, the balance here. Although both of these players have been playing for so long, everybody knows them, and they both have a ton of skill here. But first matchup is going to be, it looks like D56, and Eclipse is going to have first selection of hero. Oh yeah, and then we got a poll in chat too. You guys can all vote who you think's going to win today.
I have no idea. We did see them. It's quite even between the two of them, so I'm kind of expecting it to last a while.
Yeah.
Where they go 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and so forth. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm an Eclipse, team Eclipse, rooting.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see him win. I know he wants to win as well, but he has taken a break from the game for quite some time now, so maybe he's a little bit rusty.
Both of these guys took some time off. I think Eclipse. Somebody was mentioned. Oh, it was Cobra Moss yesterday saying that when Eclipse first came back, he was a little rusty. But man, look at today. He's doing great.
Right. So people are wondering where Moonshadow is from.
Yeah, Moonshadow's...
I thought also it was Chinese.
Me too. I thought he was Chinese.
Yeah. But does he live in the US? I don't know.
I don't know that I know that. Oh, looks like we're doing Dora. The first Dora we're seeing today. Fantastic. I love some expert Dora matches. And who better to do this with both Fosse and Eclipse?
Oh, yeah. Eclipse is excellent. And the rush
Fosse going right away. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
This must be this is an unbalanced map. Eclipse just leaves. He's like,
oh,
yeah.
No. What?
That's so funny.
What the heck?
Now I don't know honestly a lot of the exploits of these unbalanced maps. I know these players do. A lot of these players are the ones that found the exploits and found why these are so unbalanced. Do you have like knowledge of this map, of what it is about this that makes this typically unplayed during tournaments?
So I'm not sure why it was removed, but definitely what we saw here is I would imagine that there's some of the placement in terms of getting to the towers is different. If you fight for the towers, one building might be a little bit further than the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always like that difference in like you want to expand quickly, right, and get that production going, but you don't want to get rushed as well. So it's like that balance of, don't get rushed, but get ahead on production. Yeah.
I think the ice in here is probably what makes this so unbalanced, right? You're skirting across the map so quickly in certain positions, and maybe that's why maybe the starting villages have just unbalancedness as far as how one player can get across the map quicker than the other. All right, Ainer though, first Ainer of the day. Fosse's choice. Fosse, who just won this last one. Going to
Fosse.
Going with some style here, playing as a pirate Ainer.
Yes.
So now Fosse's not going to move first. He's going to wait for Eclipse. Moves.
Yeah. And now he's being more careful now. Getting that building.
Fosse's going up for the building through the towers area. Playing real aggressively. Not going to be enough. Look at him wasting all these troops.
Yeah, and it loses the production and the morale.
Locks him in there. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
There's an emote real quick from Fosse.
Yeah.
Eclipse expanding a little bit.
Try. Eclipse, he can't counterattack, which would be very tempting, but yeah, like he saw happen to Fosse, that he will just be killed by the tower. Man,
Eclipse did that so well. Those units aren't being attacked by that tower at all. Everything's going for Fosse's.
Fosse is getting hit instead.
Here we go, push down. Eclipse just going a little bit of everywhere. Rages across the board.
Rages.
Kind of a waste. Not a lot of units. I think he was
strange.
Meanwhile, there's another rage. Takes one of Eclipse's buildings. Eclipse now re-supporting everything there. Mihai says Fosse is snaking. That's how you know he wants it.
Yeah.
There's a lock. Fosse is going up for top for Eclipse's building. Eclipse down to 2 unit producing buildings, and he gives up.
Gives up.
2-0 for Fosse. Crazy.
Yeah.
Before we go into the third game, guys, we're going to do another lottery right now. This is the finals, so it makes sense. Our command for this one is going to be !finals hype. Make sure you get that in chat. I just turned off my game. There we go. And the poll just ended as well. Looks like 58% of people think Eclipse is going to win. 41% said Fosse. So still very close. Everybody's kind of undecided. 8-point margin. That's not too bad. That's how you know it's really close. And both of these guys, they used to be 2v2 champs together. Last year, I think they came in third or fourth in the 2v2 finals. But they played together all during last year. So talk about two players that know each other's play style really well, that are really well matched. They've learned a lot from each other. So I love seeing them put together after knowing exactly how the other person plays, you know?
Yes, exactly.
All right, next map choice is D51. Fosse is going to have first pick here. Flip second. Never mind, they just swapped positions, so maybe Eclipse is going to take first mode, or first
Oh yeah, because Fosse picked Einer on the previous one, so
good point.
Places now.
Man, there's a lot of chat going on right now. I love it. I love everybody's feeling these finals.
Rooting for their favorites. Gina wants Eclipse to win. Gaia.
Mihai's on Team Fosse. All right, Stella coming back out, being Eclipse's choice. Mihai's asking if this map is balanced. Honestly, I don't know, man. There has to be a reason they would select it for the finals here. This was D51, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that, to be honest.
No problem.
I'm just
I was just checking through my notes.
It's ahead on production for now, or in terms of villages captured. You see, Eclipse is focusing on production whilst Fosse is trying to get that forge going early. So the benefit is that he uses less troops to capture buildings, but then it takes longer for him to build mana.
Yeah.
Just calm and steady here.
Eclipse is caught up.
Both players.
Fosse is first to go in for that center tower. Actually, no, Eclipse made it first.
Eclipse he was way ahead.
There's an attack to the
Going for the forge.
Takes it out. Is he going to be able to support it? There's some turn cloak. Excuse me.
Treason.
Treason, gosh.
And the second treason from Eclipse, and
Fosse gives up.
But yeah, that was a clever effort from Faisal there. He tried to do a treason towards the reinforcements on the tower of Eclipse.
Yeah.
And that's the moment, I think, where he lost the game, because he just couldn't. Eclipse was prepared for the treason, so he wasn't emptying the buildings like a lot of players do. Like they just empty and reinforce, empty, reinforce. But always keep a little bit of troops in there just in case. something unexpected comes along.
Yeah, that was perfect. So now Fosse will choose who he wants on this map. They'll swap positions
Creep?
as well. Yeah, probably Creep.
Creep's a good option here.
Yeah.
I thought it was like that with Vu when I played customs with Vu, and he would always pick Ankh. He had like a period only playing Ankh.
I love it.
So any map, he was like, I think Ankh would be a good option here. Like even on the smallest, tiniest maps where his first is just completely useless, he was like, yeah, I think Ankh is a good option. Okay, we're doing
Klotz.
the Klotzy with the Sucky, as a lot of the community calls him.
I saw that.
His first ability. So you see Fosse now doing the same opener as Eclipse did, because he went for the number 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's alternating and mirroring what Eclipse is doing. Starts to drain.
Starts with the drain.
Yeah. Eclipse drains 2, but he's draining the wrong building.
Yeah, he did.
Wrong placement. His troops gets killed under the tower there.
Although up top, he's got no units in there, so he's going to be able to... Nah,
Yeah.
he's fine. That's so funny how good Fosse knows he can just keep emptying units, even though it's at 0 and 1 or keep coming in. He knows he can defend against it.
Yeah. Also takes the tower.
Yep.
So this is actually match point if Fosse wins.
We're going to play to the best of 5, though, right? Okay, so if... All right, so we're just hearing right now that if Fosse wins this, this will be the end of the tournament, because he'll be up 3. And since we'll do best of 3, this could be it. Either way, let's see. Fosse right now, getting charmed.
This going off.
Takes that back forge on Eclipse's side. Eclipse doing what he can to take it away. Meanwhile, trying to defend against those attacks.
Yeah.
Takes it back finally there.
Forge. There's a lot of troops in there.
Fosse drops another forge in his back line. Eclipse upgrading his tower in the middle.
So you can see Fosse is ahead on production here with his drain. He's coming for the forge, it looks like.
There it comes. Eclipse has a charm ready. There it goes. And meanwhile, he pushed everything into the tower instead. Great misdirection.
And Fosse is going for the kill here.
This could be it.
The victory.
Fosse takes both of those forges. Eclipse knows it,
wants.
and he calls it out.
It's over.
Wow.
Fosse wants the iPad for survival mode.
That's it. I thought we were going to go to at least game 5, game 6, but either way, that's it. Fosse wins 3 games up, and out of a best of 5, he wins the tournament. He wins the first place match. So, first place today, first place for the year is Fosse, and second place goes to Eclipse. Congrats to you both. Some amazing games right now. As a reminder to everybody, let's go through the prizes real quick just to talk about what each of them are getting. Fosse from first place, he's going to walk out of here with an iPad Pro. It's crazy. An iPad Pro. He's going to get a real life in person first place trophy, and he'll also get the in-game gold trophy. And for second place for Eclipse, he's getting a smart speaker and an in-game silver trophy. And as we already mentioned, for third place was Moonshadow. Moonshadow's getting the AirPods and the in-game bronze trophy. So congratulations to all 3 of you guys. Thank you also to Hidden fourth place and everybody that participated in this entire tournament is going to get in-game trophies as participation trophies. So that's going to be something to look forward to if this is perhaps your first. I don't think it is for any of these folks because they've played in so many of these, but still really cool. Other than that, checking the chat here just to see how everybody feels about the winner in those last 3 games, and it looks like seeing a ton of love for Fosse right now. Yeah, everybody's saying congrats. El Patroni saying congrats. Got Mind Games saying congrats to both. Mihai saying good game, Fosse.
Fosse pointing out that nobody believed in him and he proved them wrong.
Classic Fosse. But still, really good job. That's a pretty amazing showing for today. And yeah, I think we've gone through pretty much everything here. I think they're rolling the last lottery here in a second. Maybe I missed if they already did that. Oh, they did do it. Yep. Inez Uyayar won the last lottery. So congrats, Inez. And hey, that's it for today in day 2 of the 1v1. We have all of our winners now, which is awesome. Congrats, Fosse. Congrats, Eclipse, number 2. And again, congrats, Moonshadow, for number 3. Just as a reminder to everybody else, next week we're doing the 2v2 finals. There's going to be more details on that soon. It's going to start the same time, Saturday and Sunday. Rules and all of that we're gonna go through as well. It'll be somewhat similar in structure, and tune in. We'll walk through everything for both those days. But honestly, Lita, thank you so much for jumping in and doing this with me today. Thanks. I love seeing you here and helping me through like navigating what these players are doing, what's going on in their heads, getting some of your opinions from yesterday, and then cohorting it today or to today's matches and seeing where all of them moved up and down the brackets to. So thank you again so much.
Always a pleasure, Joins. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks everybody in chat. Super cool to see you guys, keeping everybody talking, and all of you guys participating in all the polls and all the love and hate for my beard, all of that stuff. All of that's great. Appreciate to Mind Games, Tormaz, Dark Dagger, Sayoko, everybody behind scenes that keeps these things rolling. The love for the Russian stream and Focus and all of them who we never get to see because we're doing this side, but hopefully everything went well with you guys too. But either way, appreciate it. Any final words from you, Lita, before we close it out?
No, just amazing to watch all these games. It's so much fun. Whoever wins, it's just the journey in itself is worthwhile, right?
Totally. Yeah, we get to see some exciting stuff. The best people in the world playing this game. I mean, it's always just fun to see what's going to come up next. So hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Come back and hang out with us then. So thanks. See y'all.
Oh, definitely. Bye.